Hi everybody, so another Scratch video. Today we're going to be making Pong. Well, at least a very simple version of Pong. So let's start off with a few basic pieces. We're going to use this button as our bricks, if you call it brick breaker, like on the old Blackberries. And by Pong I mean brick breaker, not Pong. Don't know why I always call it Pong. Okay, so that's what we're first going to start off with. We want to populate this area. So let's go to, first off, the casual control. When this is clicked, we're going to go to this XY position. Then repeat for like 6 times. We're going to, let's see, we're going to change X by 10, right? Okay, change X by like 58 or something. Yeah, it looks right. Okay, so we're going to change X by 58. We're going to go to Control, create a clone of myself. And then at the very end of all this madness, we're going to go to X, Y. So we're going to go back to the beginning. So if we do this, bam. Okay, that needs to be a little more, like maybe 60. Perfect. So right off the bat, this is like our first level. Now, let's see, what do I want to do? Now let's make it do, oh, this is going to be interesting. Let's see if this works. Let's do like 3 here. We're gonna make it go to, let's just do, yeah, so it's gonna go back there. It's gonna go to, it's gonna change Y by 30, and by 30 I mean negative 30. Let's start again. Negative 30. Let's say negative 33. What this is going to do is going to bring it down a little bit, and then it's going to repeat 6 times, create a clone of myself, go to here, like this. So it's going to make multiple rows. Does that work? I don't think that works. Why doesn't that work? Oh, it's because it's going back each time. We want it to go back to, we want to set X to, negative 9, that. Does that work? Perfect, kind of. We're going to, oh, the first thing it does is change Y by that. That's what we want. And then it's going to, oh, I see what the problem is. We need to create a clone first before we move. So create a clone. This is going to work. And then it needs to teleport back to the beginning. Bam! That's our level generation. Wow, okay, that's great. Now we're going to need a ball. Let's get button. I'm going to use just buttons for everything. Let's call these blocks. Blocks. We're going to call this the ball. So the ball needs to be way smaller than that. Let's do 25. Okay, that's a little too small. Let's do 35. 35 looks good. Let's start it about here every time. So let's go to, when this is clicked, it's going to go to this position. So it's going to teleport, if I move it, it's going to teleport back. Perfect. And then it's going to point in direction. Now I want it to point anywhere from, let's say anywhere from 45 to negative 45. So anywhere from here all the way to there. Okay, let's go to operators, pick random number. All the way from negative 45 to positive 45. So it's going to be pointing up. Then we want to go to control, go to forever. Then we're going to do if touching blocks. Let's see, let's point in, oh no, yeah, point in direction, operators, where is it, here it is, plus 270. So let's see, so what this is going to do is it's going to hopefully turn the ball around if it hits a block. Oh, I don't make it move, that's amazing. It's not going to do anything if I don't make it move. Let's make it move 10 steps. Oops, it got stuck in the... Okay, let's make it... wait 1 second. Perfect. Oh, I need to make it on edge bounce. So, if on edge bounce. And what that will do is it will make it bounce off the walls. That does not look very good. I think the problem is it's doing it multiple times. So let's try and move it like 2 steps after it hits the thing. See if that helps. Oh. Huh. I'm not sure why that's not working properly. Wait, let's try this again. I mean, it looks okay. I think I need to maybe make it move 1 step instead of 2 steps. Is 2 steps the minimum? It looks like 2 steps is the minimum. Yeah, let's make 2 steps. I'm going to go over in the next video a more complex way to do this bouncing motion. It's actually a little more complicated than it initially seems. If it's touching this... Oh, I haven't made it yet. So we need to make a paddle. Let's use a convertible. Nice. Okay, so the convertible is going to go here. It needs to be way smaller. Okay, not that much smaller, like 70. Perfect. It's going to go here every time. So it's going to go to control, events. Get this, whenever it's clicked, we want it to go to this position. So if it goes somewhere else, it will teleport back. Oh, that's not good. It needs to be like here. Boom, go to this position. And then we're going to do forever if if key is pressed. Here we go. If the right arrow key is pressed, we're going to change x by 10. And if the left arrow key is pressed, we're going to change x by -10. So let's see how that looks so far. Nice. I can move around. Oh, it does not bounce off of me yet, so I got to change that. Let's go to ball. Or if it's touching the convertible, actually let's name this to be paddle. 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 Let's go back here, change it to paddle. Perfect. Now let's see how our game looks. Not too bad. Not too bad. It's bouncing off of things. It's still a little weird, but bouncing is, again, going to be a little complicated. I'll show it in the next video how to kind of refine the bouncing process. Let's make this wait again, so nothing starts moving until the ball starts moving. Perfect. That happens sometimes. It's okay. Bam. It works for the most part. I mean, that's pretty good. So, maybe I need to increase the steps moved. Maybe that's the problem. No, it still gets stuck. Interesting. Huh. Interesting. Anyway, that's okay. I'll fix it in the next video. It's a little more complicated. I'll use like cosine stuff to actually like reflect it properly. Now let's make it so that where is it? When this spray, not when the spray is clicked. Where is it? I'm looking for when I start as, oh, here it is. When I start as a clone. So we're going to go to control. It's going to be forever. If sensing touching the ball, here we go, ball, we're going to, let's see, we're going to delete this clone. If touching ball, delete this clone. So that's not really going to work very well. You'll see what happens. It just goes right through them all. And the reason is that's like it's instant, so it happens before the ball has time to turn around. So let's put like a little bit of a delay, like a 0.10 second delay here. Let's see if that helps. That kind of works. Kind of. Let's see. Oh my goodness, so slow. Come on. Okay, why is it always doing 2 at a time? Oh, it's not always doing 2 at a time. Okay, I feel like it needs to wait a little longer, like 13 or something. Let's do 14. Just to give it like, make it feel like it's actually bouncing off stuff. Yeah. There we go. That looks better. That looks really good. That's almost Brick Breaker. Perfect. Okay. This is looking really good, but the problem is that one in the top left corner doesn't disappear. So we need a special case for that, because the problem is this block over here is not a clone. So let's do some clever magic. Let's do if let's see if yeah, let's do if touching ball. We're gonna do the same kind of thing. We're gonna wait a few seconds, and we're going to move it, change x by, I don't know, negative 80. Actually, let's see what that looks like. Okay, no, it needs to be a little more, like negative 100. Let's see real quick. So negative 100 is not big enough. Negative 150. Let's try that. That should be plenty big. Let's click on it. What? Why is it? Oh, I can't. I bet I can't do it. I bet it's not letting me. Okay, that's fine. So what is the Y value of this paddle? I have another idea. Negative 161. Okay. So if it touches the ball, we're going to wait a few seconds. We're going to forever, let's see, set X to, let's go to sensing. Can I not do, like, goodness, I don't remember how to do this. No worries, I'll figure it out. 1 second, everybody. If on edge bounce, rotation. So I want the X position, but I want it to be the X position of the car. Oh, here we go. We can go to. Oh, here we go. Paddle. Here we go. This is perfect. Go to paddle. Change Y by negative 10. So if it's touching the ball, we're going to go to the paddle, change Y by negative 10. Let's see if this, let's forever go to paddle, actually, and see what that does. Let's see what this does. So I'm actually have to play the game a little bit. Let's try and do this quickly, because I want to get to the, I want to get to that top left corner to test if it's, to test if it actually works. Come on. It's actually really cool. Oops. Except when it gets stuck in the car or the floor. Yeah, so next time I'm going to do some, like a little bit of fancy math, probably from you learned in trigonometry in high school, to kind of actually make it like a much nicer bounce. See, those bounces are nice, like when it's on like a well-defined edge, but when it goes like in the middle, it's like a weird bounce. Anyway, let me try and get this. Come on. No. Perfect. Come on. That didn't work. So if touching ball, forever go to paddle. Interesting. Why does that not work? Let's see what happens if I click forever go to paddle. Yeah, that works. So why, if it's touching the ball, did it not do that? Well, I'm sure that was a mistake. So if touching the ball, oh, I need a, that's dumb. It needs to be forever if touching the ball. So that means at any point if it touches the ball, it's going to go into this inner loop and forever be going to the paddle. Yeah, so this is our finalized Brick Breaker game. Such a solid game, honestly, and a lot of fun to play, very easy to make. Let's go over the code one more time. The paddle is the easiest thing. You set it to go to, so when the start button is clicked, you set it to go to its X and Y coordinates. Then it waits 1 second for all of the level to create. Then it's forever if it's touching the right. If I touch the right arrow or left arrow, just change the direction, either right or left. That's it. The ball is a little more complicated. So it goes to its starting position, it points in a random direction. And the reason it does that is so it doesn't, like, it's not the same game every time. So it'll go, like, anywhere from here to here. So it's going to go, woo, anywhere between there. Then it'll wait 1 second, again, for the level to spawn. Perfect. And so this is in a forever loop. If on edge bounce, so if it ever hits the wall, it will bounce off. Now, if it ever touches the block or the paddle, it's going to point in a new direction plus 270 degrees. And what that's going to do is change it, so if it's in the top right coordinate, if it's pointing this way, it will add 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. So if it hits over here, it will, wait, let's see how this actually bounces. I'm curious. So it bounces there, it goes, so if it hits it, it goes here, there, and then continue this way. That's correct, right? Let me just double check. It feels correct. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. Anyway, so yeah, it changes. So if it hits the thing here, it's going to go 90 degrees. So it'll be going this way, then 90 degrees, then 90 degrees. So if it bounces up here, it's going to go this way. If it hits here, it's going to go this way, and etc. That's correct. Then it'll move 5 steps so that if it's touching it, it won't like continuously change direction. It will move a little bit and then continue going. And then otherwise, it will just always be moving 10 steps. Now, the most complicated part is the blocks. The hard part about this is this system. This is actually a double for loop starting here. So this is not hard. This is one row. This clones it. It goes here. Then it moves a little bit to the right. It clones itself. It goes here. It clones itself. Clone, 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 clone. This is complicated. So it's going to move down 33 degrees, create another clone, and then do the same thing. Clone, 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 clone. Teleport back here. Move down. Clone, 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 and then etc. And then finally, it's going to go back to its place here, and if it ever touches the ball, because it's not a clone, we can't just say, like, delete this clone if it touches the ball. We have to wait, and then forever just follow the paddle down here so it's out of the way. That's pretty much the end of this tutorial. I really hope you guys liked that. I'm going to call it Block Breaker. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of my tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope it made sense. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I'll see you here again whenever you come back, maybe tomorrow. Alrighty, bye!